Hello, friends. How are you today? We are continuing our journey specifically related to diving into the relationship intelligence framework. And yesterday we talked about self intelligence. We again today are going to be focused on us as individuals as we walk into the interpersonal intelligence piece of it. Really knowing, I always say self-awareness is only one piece of the puzzle. We have to have empathy and curiosity for the person on the other side of the table. And with that, we have to realize that we can't homogenize anything. Every person is individual and their experience is individual. And so it's really incumbent upon us, if we are leaders, to understand the individual, to really spend that time with them, really digging deep in terms of like, what is it that, where are you most engaged? Where are you least engaged? If we are the leader of a department, say, for instance, in sales and business development, we really need to spend time knowing what motivates our employees, what demotivates them, and then really harnessing all of that for their good. Really, what is it about you? What makes you excited? What gets you up in the morning, specifically related to your job? And a part of your job do you just not enjoy? Let's face it, there are pieces of our job that we do not enjoy. I don't know what's going on with my chair. It's like a little bit, a little bit different. We have to have that interpersonal intelligence, knowing that, and when we can, customizing the message to the audience, really trying to understand their strengths, trying to understand what are they listening for? What kind of listening preference do they maybe have? And you can find those cues just by being in their office or just by being around them for a specific period of time. You can pick up on what do they light up about and what do they glaze over about. And if they're starting to glaze over, it's on your part to be able to transition the conversation and the meeting itself into something that makes them a little bit more excited, a little bit more engaged. So figuring out what are they listening for, and you can actually tell by their body language. A lot of times the people that are super connective, super people, they're leaning in. There's lots of body language. There's lots of eye contact in their body language. Those people that are reflective are actually looking over. They are really thinking about, how does that affect me? Where in my history or my experience have I done this before? They're not listening to you. They're just trying to make that connection point internally with themselves. Those people that are those super analyticals, that resting analytical face that usually comes across as a frown, they're listening for the data and the statistics and all of the different components for you to prove it to them, that's anchored in their belief of, oh yeah, this makes sense. I believe them. They've shown me the case studies and the lessons learned and all the stuff. And so they will move forward based upon that. And then finally, those big thinkers, those big innovative thinkers are, well, what if? What can happen? What will happen to your organization if you do this? Those sorts of things. Those high conceptuals are listening for those sorts of things. If they are thinking that you're proposing something that's stale, that's something that, isn't relevant, that isn't AI nowadays, then they are going to shut down and you're not going to advance the conversation. So it is about us to understand the interpersonal connection that we have and use that interpersonal intelligence as we walk forward. Again, it's a quick highlight of it. Each day this week, I'm doing a little component of the relationship intelligence framework. That's how we get to client loyalty. If you want to know a little bit more about that, I'm trying to multitask here. If you want to learn a little bit more about that, don't hesitate to reach out. I'll see you soon.